Someone wrote this song before, and I could tell you where it's from before 7.
Marriage with your enemy turns to love. The reception. Seated at the head table, they continued their scrabbling. "We're eating like a caveman," Tiang asked, wrinkling his nose. "Why are you judging me? Worry about your terrible manners, Drama Queen." Jungkook shot back. Their parents, oblivious to their enmity, smiled fondly at the newlyweds. That evening, their new home. As soon as they entered, the argument over the bedroom began. "This one's mine," Jungkook declared, tossing his bag onto the bed. "Over my dead body? I'm not sleeping in that tiny guest room," Tiang retorted, dragging his suitcase into the room. After a heated pillow fight and a lot of yelling, they begrudgingly agreed to share the room on opposite side of the bed. Of course. As Jungkook lay down, Taeyang muttered, "I'm locking the bedroom door from now on. I don't need you scaring me with your shirtless self. Please, as if I want to see your clumsy self tripping over everything," Jungkook shot back. Their bickering echoed late into the night, but neither could deny the strange thrill that came with their free exchanges. 1 week later, life in their shared bedroom had turned into endless battlefield. If someone had told Taeyang he'd be married to Jungkook, he would have laughed in their face. Now he was stuck with the man who left wet towels on the floor and insisted on blasting his workout playlist at 6 in the morning. The day began as usual with chores. "Please turn down that," Chiang shouted from the kitchen, banging a pot on the counter for extra effort. Jungkook in the living room was mid-squat with dumbbells in hand. He did not even glance back. "Can you stop burning toast every morning? My lungs can't take it." Tiang stormed into the living room, holding a half-burned piece of toast in one hand. "First of all, I like my toast crispy, and second, it's my kitchen. You don't get to say." Finally, turned to face him, sweat dripping down his temple. "Your kitchen? I pay half the rent, Drama Queen. That makes it our kitchen. Whatever helps it sleep at night." Tiang huffed, taking a different bite of its toast. He regretted it instantly. It was hard as a brick, but he was not supposed to admit defeat. Later that day, at grocery shop, their grocery trips had become a weekly spectacle, much to the amusement of their shoppers. "Jungkook, we are not getting those protein shakes again," Tiang declared, standing in the middle of the aisle with his hands on his hips. "They taste like cardboard and they are expensive." "First of all, they don't taste like cardboard. Second, they are for me." "Why do you care?" Jungkook grabbed a box and tossed it onto the cart. Taeyang grabbed the box right back out. "Because I'm not wasting money on your weird muscle obsession." Jungkook leaned closer, towering over him. "Slightly weird muscle obsession? At least I actually exercise. All you do is binge watch dramas and yell at screen." Their argument escalated, and by the time they reached the checkout, the cashier was struggling to hide her laughter. "Newlyweds?" she asked with a knowing smile. "Unfortunately," Tiang muttered, glaring at Jungkook as he placed the protein shake back on the conveyor belt. had had enough. He was not going to let Jungkook win every little battle. So when Jungkook headed to the bathroom for a shower, Taeyang seized his chance. He snuck into the bathroom moments before Jungkook replaced their regular shampoo with a bottle of pink-colored dye and blew it out before he get caught. 10 minutes later, a loud, horrified scream echoed through the apartment. Teahyung! Teahyung was on the couch, pretending to read a magazine. He barely managed to suppress his laughter as Jungkook stormed into the rooms, his hair now vibrant a shade of pink. What the hell did you do? Jungkook growled, dripping water all over the floor. Taeyang looked up, facing innocence. Oh no, did you grab the wrong shampoo? That's so tragic. Tragic? I have a meeting tomorrow. My hair looks like a science experiment. Don't worry, Taeyang said, smirking. Pink really brings out your eyes. Jungkook glared at him, his jaws clenched. You just started a war, Kim Taeyang. The next morning, Taeyang yawned as he reached for his morning coffee, only to take a sip and immediately spilled it out. What the? Why does it taste like salt? Jungkook, sitting at his table with his own normal cup of coffee, did not even try to hide his smirk. Oops, must have grabbed the wrong container. So tragic. You're playing dirty, John. You started it, princess. Taeyang replied, leaning back in his chair smugly. Later that week, the war of pretty panks continued until the night they accidentally locked themselves outside the apartment. It was pouring rain and they were huddled under the tiny awning outside the door, shivering and choked. This is all your fault, Taeyang muttered, hugging himself to stay warm. My fault, Jungkook coughed. You're the one who forget the keys. I would not have forgotten them if you had not been yelling at me about the laundry. You put my white shirt in with your red socks. It's pink now. Their argument was interrupted by a loud clap of thunder, and both of them jumped. For a moment, they sat in silence, glaring at each other. Finally, Jungkook said, Look, let's agree. We are both idiots. Growing bond. As the weeks turned into months, their bickering started to feel less like animosity and more like something else. Taeyang found himself smiling more even during their argument, and Jungkook, despite his gruff temper, started looking forward to playful banter. One evening, after a partially heated debate over what to watch on TV, Taeyang flopped over his couch, exhausted. Oh, he said, glancing at Jungkook. For someone who drives me insane, you are not completely unbearable. Jungkook raised an eyebrow. Wow, that's the nicest thing you have ever said to me. Don't let it go to your head, Taeyang replied, but his smile gave him away. And as Jungkook smirked back, Taeyang could not help but think, maybe, just maybe, being the best thing in the world.
Oh, yeah.